is, please remind your parents and guardians to come to back to school night on Tuesday. It starts at 5:30. We'd love to see all parents and guardians, so please remind them of that. And then I also wanted to take the time to recognize a new face in the audience. If you've been to the front office, you've seen Miss Gardner. So Miss Gardner, if you want to stand up and just wave, she'll be there in the afternoon.
This weekend, before September 1st. I know there was a couple that have told me that they were interested but have not signed up. The deadline's September 1st. Everyone else who has signed up are good to go. We're really excited about that. So you'll have the chance to get an Anastasia shirt this year. So excited about that. I'm going to pull two more really quickly, and I'm actually going to ask Mr. Johnson to pull one. The one right behind you, Mr. Johnson. Not the parent. Cats. And then Mr. Brockhauser, if you could pull, yep, that's the one. Shows we're not doing, so we're whittling them down. Clearly you have feelings about that, that's great. So you can come and share what you think it is with me. I will not give it away. I will maybe give you a hint, probably not. Those are my two announcements. We're going to shift over to experiential learning and clubs today. We're really excited to kind of push off both of these activities, and so we're going to have a chance to talk about that. So before I begin, I mentioned this on the first day of school, and we've talked about it. You've gotten the catalog. I hope that you've looked through it to kind of come up with some ideas about what you're going to do. So we have a plan to kind of talk through that today, to give you more information, maybe to ask some questions. But I am really excited to kind of push this off as a way to kind of do some outside of classroom learning. So that's what experiential learning is all about. Obviously, we can do that inside of our classroom as well, and we do that. But here's like a 1 hour every Friday for 9 Fridays in the first semester where you guys can kind of jump into something that's passion-based, explore something that you maybe have never done before, or continue to push one of your own personal passions. Plus, you get to learn more about what the passions are of your teachers, which I always think is really fun. We all love teaching, and we all love teaching our subjects, but we all have outside ideas and hobbies and things that we do as well, so this is a chance for us to kind of share some of those loves with you. So experiential learning, definition is generally meaning is hands-on, it is participatory, we are doing things out in the community, we're getting like really into the subject. So we are gonna have the chance to hear from each program for about 60 seconds, so don't go longer than that, or we'll kick you off the stage. And you'll get to hear a little bit more about that. So if you have questions, save them till the end. We're not going to take questions till the end when we have a chance to have some of our clubs go off and go get a little bit ready for club So you can ask questions there. So think about those questions as we go, but hold those until the very end. So first up, we're going to learn a little bit about CAD. Okay. So computer-aided design, or CAD as it's known in short, is a digital tool that's used by engineers, architects, product designers, and more. It allows users to create, modify, and optimize designs in 2D or 3D. It can also be used to visualize product construction, assess its functionality, and predict flaws before you even build it. So if you've ever wanted to make your friends into action figures, we can design that in CAD. If you're tired of sitting in the uncomfortable desk in the chemistry room, we can design a new one in CAD. If you want to build a robot but you're afraid of getting your hands dirty, we can design and build that in CAD. Or if you just want to work together and hang out with me and say Happy Friday every Friday, we can do that in CAD. So consider that one.
Generations and techniques and tips from your parents and maybe your favorite grandmother. And so hopefully after this class, we'll have a much better idea through the lens of scientific discovery that why these techniques work. And maybe we'll find techniques that work better.
So we will be cooking, we will be eating, we will be talking about the science behind what we are doing.
And if you love cooking or you've never cooked before, I remember according to the Chef Cousteau on Ratatouille, anyone can cook. And just be willing to dive in and experiment, and we hope to see you there.
in which you can grow in mind-body awareness and learn about different cultural traditions and practices around dance from different places around the world. Already scheduled, whether it's this semester or next semester, and I'm in talks with many people as well, Ballet Folklorico, I have hula dancing, contra dancing, Irish dancing, all kinds of different things. Now I can't remember, so you can ask me about specific ones. I'm also in talks. You don't have to have any dance experience. You also can have dance experience, but it's a space for you to be able to learn, and we're bringing in community partners. So we will have a couple guest stars from York, but it's mostly from people that teach this full-time in different communities around us, and so you'll be able to learn and just have fun with each other in the space.
Qualified to teach this class because I have 12 years experience designing in the field. I'm a professional scenic designer, projections designer, and scenic carpenter. I really care about this stuff. So there's going to be two segments of this class. There's the first segment where we learn the fundamentals of from stage conceptualization and then all the way through to completion and final product. And it's going to be really cool because the second part, we're going to actually be involved in designing the set for this spring musical. So that's going to be really cool. Please join me on stage.
one is the embroidery, which focus more on precision, fine motor skills. The other is ink brush painting, which allows you to have a greater creative expressions. So they're very different. And we will talk about the history and cultural significance of these art forms. I'll show you different styles and different techniques. But most of the time, you'll be working on your project, such as this. So this is part of a fan that I am working on. I haven't finished yet. When it's finished, it will look like this. It's very small, you probably can't see it. If this project is too ambitious for you, I have a smaller project for you. This is like a hanging decoration. You can hang it in your backpack or wherever, right, in your car. So each design is different, it's unique. When you finish it, it's yours to keep. And for the brush painting, you will be working on like brush painting on greeting cards. Right? You'll be able to make greeting cards. We also invite a professional Japanese artist to teach us Japanese brush painting. And possibly we will also have a field trip to the Asian Art Museum in San Francisco. So I'm really excited about this program, so we should
So I'll be teaching a course on electric circuits. And just a couple questions here. Have a balloon, real prop. What is it? Currently, Dork likes me. We're attracted to each other. And so the question is, why is it attracted to me? And I know what you're thinking. There's many reasons you're attracted, Mr. Johnson. One specific reason that really applies here. What would that be? Static electricity, beautiful. Static electricity. So charge that's not moving is static. But we can make charge move. More charge here. What's happening here? Is it magic? Yes! Yes! So we're making charge. He's a physicist. I'm a physicist. That's why I do this. We don't try to say. So what we'll do, we'll start out in class with just learning the basics of static electricity. And then, with this experiential learning, you will literally experience the shocking power of electricity. And then you will learn how to harness that power to guide the charges through wires, through batteries, through resistors, through light bulbs, to make the electricity do their bidding. And after we will make a motor. We'll bring in some magnetism, make generators and motors. So if you're interested, we'll be in the physics room, and it'll be a lot of fun. Thank you.
Okay, so if you love science, but you don't want to eat the products of your design, or get tased by whatever it is, and you want to go outside, and you want to save the world, and you want to learn more about how to design an experiment and set up an experiment, then this is the place for you. Also, if you're already doing a science project this year, this is a great place to get extra help.
Okay, for many years, yearbooks have been the same. And if anyone has been in yearbook here the last couple of years, you know that it's kind of hard to do if it's not a class. And it's been a very traditional format. So we're going to try something new this year. There's going to be two parts to it. Mr. Williams will share the other part. But we are going to be designing them ourselves with digital elements and recreating how you guys want to remember your experience here at your work. So at the end of the year, everyone will get a physical book, but there will be a twist to it.
So, as we all know, we all live on our phones, fortunately or unfortunately, depending if you're doom scrolling or enjoying. But we're going to be able to take what you guys are doing there and then also create some digital content. So if you're interested in social media, if you're interested in pursuing that in a career at some point, I mean, it's an incredible thing that how much that combines. I never thought I would be doing social media. That was never a dream of mine, that somehow, because of the arts, is so out there, right? We want to get our stuff out there. That has been something that has just been a need in my career. And so we're going to create some content that will be able to then put in QR codes so that your yearbook is actually more of a live experience. And so that you guys can share those moments that you have at school, but also then remember them in a more digital way, considering that's how we kind of live now. So you'll get the book and then also work on the digital side of things. So that is.
And this also means that we will be able to host the digital copies of the yearbook on our website, that you can go revisit them in an easy place. So we hope this makes sense, because when we were kids, there weren't smartphones.
No.
So I was very grateful to have my yearbook, but it's a little different now. So we think this will work better.
Yeah, so come join us if you're interested in being a part of bringing the year in the life of York to page and digital. Thanks. Class, so if you're interested in learning how to sew, if you're interested in learning to build your own collection, or even just like, how do you use a sewing machine?
So, I don't know if you've ever been out shopping and you try a pair of pants and they're absolutely perfect except they're 5 miles too long.
Right
We
there.
can help with that. We can also help with your favorite dress, your favorite pants. You pull up the zipper and it breaks. You don't have to throw it away, there are ways to fix it. And here's the thing, I grew up in Kansas. I grew up in a little tiny town where I didn't have I call it store-bought outfit until I was in college. My mom made everything for me, including my underwear. So I know what they go to. So I am not teaching the class. I'm there for moral support, but I can absolutely help you with knowing how to fix a sewing machine.
So sewing or stitching? So this one as well. So I have also someone coming from the community for this. His name is George Woods. He is a Berkeley School of Music professor. He actually lives here in the Monterey Bay, which is incredible. His wife works over here at Ohana. And so you guys have access to a professor that is at Berkeley, which is one of the best schools in the country for music. And so we're going to do a little bit of songwriting or creativity around that.
So if you've ever felt like you've got a song inside that's just waiting for us out, but you don't know where to start, or maybe you got stories to tell, but the thought of writing music feels like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded, then this is for you. Whether you don't know bass clef or treble clef, it's open for everybody. So if you're into trying to explore some music ideas, come on and join us in the songwriting.
About 20 years ago, right here in Monterey, the TED organization started. Since then, TED has become the most prestigious stage that the world's most influential leaders have shared their ideas worth sharing. 10 years ago, York School was awarded a license to host our own TED event. And while some other schools might also have a TED event on their campuses, very few of them ask their students to take the stage, to show the courage to stand up and share their ideas.
The TEDx York School program is a very exclusive program, and we have already selected who's going to be on that stage for 2025. What up? And so I'm very excited that those students will be joining our experiential education program. But we are also a very inclusive group. And any of you who are interested in learning how to tell stories more effectively, or maybe in next year or the following year, you imagine yourself being on that red rug and sharing your ideas with the world, you are also welcome to join our experiential education program, TEDx York School. So any of you are welcome to join, and we really hope that you sign up.
I just want to say one more thing. I'm new here, but I've heard that the sophomores have to give a speech. This might be a good opportunity for you guys to practice public speaking, which can be really daunting and scary. And so, yeah, just wanted to say, maybe you guys want to consider participating.
Mr. B and I know of a place where boys and girls and everyone, don't finish the lyric, can all be queens. Because we believe that the children are our future, we need to teach them well and let them lead the way, which is why Mr. B and I want you to be well read. And music literacy is beyond a playlist, beyond one song here, one song there. And so in the album experience, we invite you to really delve into albums, the album experience. And Mr. B is going to mention kind of a little project that we have cooked up.
And also we're hoping to develop podcasts to play at lunchtime. So you will have the power.
Music.
So I thought we would have an opportunity to show some imagery, but that's okay. So the mural project is kind of a celebration of York School's connection to Costa Rica. And Ms. Banashenko and I will be overseeing it. It's a mural that's going to be created on campus. The site is not determined. The design is not determined because those things are going to be determined by you. But what we do have is we have this incredible resource of visual imagery from Costa Rica, and I can't think of a place on the planet that has more potential for a fabulous mural than Costa Rica. And so we really hope, not only from a standpoint of nature and animals, but also culture, wonderful people. There's so much down there, and you've all either experienced or you will experience Costa Rica. So it's a great opportunity to kind of celebrate that connection that we have.
I would just add that this is for any level, so no matter what your experience is with painting, we invite you to come and join us so you can leave your mark on your campus.
And we both have experience creating either large murals or set designs, so I think it's got the potential to be a really cool thing that is going to last for generations, because we're told that it's going to be actually painted on the surface rather than on a canvas, and it's going to be here for at least a decade, so you can come back and admire it in the future.
So we're creating a newspaper together, but
there's not too much to explain about that. You can look in the catalog if you want to, but more than that, being on the newspaper is about getting out and getting the truth from people. Ava Hoffmeister. What's it like being on newspaper? Tell the truth.
It's so much fun. You might know me as Angelic Ava or Big Daddy Pimp Ava, but we are really excited for this newspaper idea because newspaper is super fun. You can hang out with a lot of cool people.
Far be it from me to censor students' overhead. So just come join us on newspaper. We do have fun, and we plan to have a little bit of a glow up this year with professional printing. We have more time to devote to each issue and really getting out there in the community. So it'll at least be me and Ava hanging out. Please join us.
So, for those of you who are interested in athletics, but possibly on the other side where you are coaching, we are going to have Tom Emery, the president of Peninsula Sports, come in, and this is what he is offering. So, becoming a sports official is a great part-time job. You get to work with kids, work outside in the fresh air, and get involved in sports. You won't be a spectator, but you can enjoy having the best seat in the house. Learn how to successfully officiate youth recreation and club and scholastic sports. Prepare for a part-time job in college by working college intramurals, youth games on weekends, and high school games in the season. You will learn the skills needed to do any sport and deep dive into learning more about a specific sport in a survey-style process. So, he has mentioned that once we kind of know the interest on this, that maybe it will be like a wide experience where you're learning about several different sports, or if there's a consensus in the group, you could all learn how to be a soccer sports official, or maybe volleyball, or these different sports in the area. Fun fact, I was a soccer referee when I was 16. I don't know any more of those roles, but it was a great job. I did the under 6, and I got yelled at, but it's a great job. And I never did it again. But it's an awesome opportunity if you want to be on the other side. I say this in the arts, like it's always great to be on the other side of the table to understand more about what is actually happening in the game or in the process. So sign up for Sports Official. Okay, so those are all our offerings. So can we give everyone a... And then as we do some of that work, if you have any questions before you pop out to club, so don't move yet.
Club leaders, if you'll just give me a minute. Club leaders, give me a minute so I can explain this to everyone. So today is the day you are making your selection. So as a reminder, everybody must participate in 2 clubs, and everybody must participate in 1 experiential learning this semester. Everybody is going to get this sign-up form to make your selections. This sign-up form will be due to me at the end of the club fair, and my table is set up all the way down by the breezeway. In order to incentivize you to make sure that you get this paper in on time, everybody who turns their paper in to me on time will be entered into a raffle for a $25 DoorDash gift card. Five to 10 minutes to go set up your tables right now. Everybody else stay.
So as they quickly set up,
we have to stay.
hanging out for a second.
Wait, this is our calendar. Wait, it's not the hiking calendar.
Looks like
Okay, looks like all our club leaders have left. So, we've got like 5 minutes. We've got like 5 minutes. If anyone has questions about any of the experiential learning, maybe about clubs, I can hopefully answer. You know, a lot of our teachers are doing double duties, so you can always ask people out there. You know, you can go and talk to them about a club, but you can also like check in and ask some questions about experiential learning. On that sheet, you're going to pick your 2 clubs, but you're also going to give me 2 options. Even though you're only doing 1 experiential learning, you're going to do 2 options. We've given you a ton of different ideas of options, but I don't know how many kids are going to sign up for each one. Each experiential learning also kind of has like a limit. So you might get your first choice, hopefully, but your second choice is just as important, so that we can kind of make sure that each experiential learning is going to be happening and you get one of those 2 choices. Any questions about stuff? Yeah, Leonard. Everything we did today was experiential learning. You're going to go outside and learn all about our clubs. Hopefully you look through the club catalog, yes? Other questions? Do you guys all have a plan? Or are you guys still questioning? You need some time? Yes, go for it. Oh, that's a great question. Okay. So clubs, I'm going to say first clubs. Clubs are going to meet on Tuesday. You're going to have Club A day and Club B day. And in your schedule, once you've signed up, it will actually populate on Blackboard. So you will be able to see what club it is, and you'll need to go. They'll take attendance. Okay, it's not graded obviously, but we do want to make sure that we know where everyone is for just safety. So that is on Tuesdays. Fridays, in that same time period, the 9:35 to 10:35, is when we're going to meet for experiential learning. So there's going to be 9 times. A couple times on those Fridays, we might have a forum, or we might be doing something else, so we'll skip experiential learning. But again, I love all your enthusiasm, but I'm sure this was going to be helpful for everyone. On Blackboard, it will populate when experiential learning is. So for first semester, there'll be 9 times. I think in second semester, it's 10 or 11. So for second semester, you'll get to choose again. Now, can you choose the same one if we offer it? Yeah, you can do yearbook all year round. Actually, yearbook, that's a great one to do all year round, or newspaper or something. But you can decide, oh, okay, so maybe I want to do this one semester. You change your mind for second semester. We'll put out the second semester offerings later this probably in November-ish. Other questions? Okay, so I do want you to, right now, as we wait, I want you to turn to your neighbor and tell them why you're excited about one of the clubs that you're interested in. Go. So you might know exactly what you're going to do, yeah? You might be like, check, 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 we're done, great. But I do want you to go around, learn about the clubs. Say you already have made that decision, but go and check around and see what your peers are doing. A lot of them worked hard on this, so I want you to make sure that you're engaging with everyone. You'll get your sign-up sheet on the way out, and go ahead. Thank you.